Welcome to Fantasy Hockey Quick Hits, where today's theme is going to be game time decision. Looks like there's a pair of those in Boston, starting with Brad Marchand. We talked about this a bit yesterday. Looks like he will be able to play, but they're playing it kind of safe with that one. The other one in Boston is Craig Smith. Sounds like he's been dealing with a lower body injury for the bulk of the last week. Raises some doubts about him. They'll have to bring some players into the taxi squad if one or both of these guys can't go. Trent Frederick was a name that was tossed out to potentially slot in. The biggest impact there, fantasy-wise, though, is outside of the injuries, honestly, where Jack Studenica is going to start on that top line. So you'll definitely want to key in on him potentially tonight in DFS contests. The other game time decisions we have, one we talked about again yesterday, Nikolai Ehlers for the Winnipeg Jets. Andrew Kopp will be the guy that slots in for him if he's unable to go. They did call up Matthew Perreault from their taxi squad, but he's expected to fill the bottom six role with Kopp moving on to the Scheifele-Wheeler line. And then the last one there is over in Arizona. Larson Krause is the guy who has the game time decision tag. Another player projected to be on the first line. I would imagine if they do move him off, you'll see Phil Kessel potentially slide up there, though they do have a number of other options. In terms of our goalie confirmations, we're pretty much wrapped up today. It'll be Ilya Samsonov against Carter Hart. Tuukka Rask faces Mackenzie Blackwood. Simeon Varlamov against Igor Shesterkin. New age there in the Big Apple, as you know, obviously King Henrik is no longer there. Peter Mrazek will face Thomas Greiss. That's maybe one of the surprise ones there. I know I personally expected Jonathan Bernier to get the start tonight in game one. I think that's going to be a 50-50 split at best this season, so expect those guys to trade off. Jacob Markstrom, Connor Hellebuyck, Jonas Korpisalo, and UC Saros starting over Pekka Rinne. That's a big change. Not one that we're necessarily surprised about given last year's performance, but Pekka Rinne has been the man in Nashville for several years now. Marty Jones staves off challenges from Devin Dubnyk. He'll start against projected Darcy Kemper. No confirmation on that one yet. Looks like Thatcher Demko skated this morning with the taxi squad guys. Now, it's hard to know what to read into that. Do we say, well, because Hopi didn't get on the ice, he's the one that's going to go? Or, you know, Demko was getting in a morning routine. So not really clear how that's going to work with taxi squads right now. So that one definitely up in the air. Mike Smith will be the starter on the other side, taking the second game of their back-to-back. Cam Talbot against Jonathan Quick. And then rounding out tonight, we've got John Gibson, again, facing either Robin Leonard or Marc-Andre Fleury, another unconfirmed one and a difficult one there. Pete DeBoer of the Golden Knights came out today and said, basically, stop asking me who's going to start. You'll find out at warm-up. So they're not going to announce this ahead of time, which is going to play havoc with DFS contests. You'll want to look back. We'll do our best to maybe first goalie off, get confirmations that way, but it's going to be kind of a tricky one this year with the Vegas Golden Knights and Pete DeBoer's stance on that one. Thanks for tuning in today.
Hi fans, please like our video and subscribe to the RotoWire channel. Then please go to rotowire.com/pod for a free 10-day trial.